Hello friends, it's me, and today let's watch The Last of Us Clothing Survival Guide Style Theory from the Style Theorists. Together, let's go. Let's start. Thank you.
Can your clothes help you survive the zombie apocalypse? Does the right accessory make the difference between living and becoming a snack for a clicker? Hello Internet, welcome to Style Theory, the show that never fails to be a real fun guy. But you know what always brings all the cordyceps to the yard? The Last of Us, which just so happens to be back with Season 2 right now on HBO.
Yep, so hello Internet, welcome to Style Theory. And yeah, The Last of Us. We all know that Season 1 is great, and Season 2 was yeah.
No, we're not sponsored, I'm just that hyped. But all those post-apocalyptic feels have me wondering about more than just who's gonna survive the latest episode. I want to know if fashion could have saved the day. Would Joel, Ellie, and all of the friends they made along the way have been saved if only they were properly dressed for the occasion? The occasion, of course, being the outbreak of fungal zombies. Duh! Think of this as the 4th installment of the survival clothing miniseries we've had going on the channel. Now get ready
Survival clothing.
To open your closets to see if you have what you need to stay alive against the biggest threats in The Last of Us. And, I wasn't expecting company. Sorry. Like, give me 1 second. Hello? Ah! Okay. This just got way too real. I am not even dressed for this yet. Quick, we need to build this outfit fast because my life depends on it. Alright, we need to build the perfect outfit not only to survive, but thrive in the world of The Last of Us. And we have to do it fast. Our first threat that we are going to tackle today is going to be our travel. On the road, you're going to come up against 3 major obstacles: terrain, terrible diets, and untrustworthy people. Don't worry, we will get to the clickers, but they deserve their own category. Let's start with the easiest of these obstacles, the other people.
Stranger danger.
Danger is real, y'all, and while sometimes all you may need is a little extra headwear to survive a surprise party, the big—
Bro! You started off with that? Oh, come on. Seriously? Bro, that's messed up, bro. That's messed
bigger
up.
threat comes from the color of your fit. Yeah. While silence can keep you safe from the clickers, it's sight that will get you struck down by a Seraphite or detained by Fedra. Since a large portion of Season 2 will be taking place between Wyoming and Seattle, we'll need to blend into a very woodsy surrounding and keep our look pretty neutral. Think greens, browns, and blacks. Now, there are a couple ways to do this. One is to stick to items that fall into one of those color families, but we can cut out the middleman with one easy modification. Camouflage! There's a reason hunters have used this trick for years. It works. However, there are a lot of different camo options, and each pattern is specific to a different type of terrain. Taking a look across the surprisingly large palette of options, the one that best fits our needs is the M05, also known as Finnish M05. Yes, the Finnish Defense Forces are ready for the outbreak, and somehow knew just what we would need to survive a long hike in the Pacific Northwest.
I mean, what a coincidence. Thank you.
Us to our terrain. When most of your travel is going to be by foot, keeping your feet in tip-top shape is vital for your survival. So our shoes are going to need to include 3 important features. 1, they need to be comfortable. If you've ever worn the wrong shoes to a theme park or on a hike, you know that kind of pain and discomfort is only rivaled by stepping on a Lego.
But to be fair, in the movies, in the fictional world, you can outrun a T-Rex while wearing high heels. In the movie. Jurassic.
Need to be tough and durable. These babies are gonna have to stand up to the wilderness, streets lined with glass, flooded hotel lobbies, and whatever other crazy things we might encounter.
I can't do this. Yes, you can. Come on.
And that heart-stopping parkour moment brings me to our final feature, traction. Our shoes need to stick to any rock, stair, or impossibly high bridge so that we don't slip and fall to our doom. You might think finding a shoe that can meet all of those requirements would be impossible, but lucky for us, our outdoorsy peers have already given us the perfect kind of shoe, hiking boots. So the bigger challenge today will be picking out which one is best for our fit. My first thought was the Danner Mountain 600 hiking boot, because on the surface they look like a great option. Except that they are made of leather. No, it's not the vegetarian in me saying that. It's that leather shoes often need to be broken in a way that other shoes do not. And that process can be pretty painful. Plus, that tall ankle can cause chafing and blisters to form if you work up a sweat. Which, let's be real, the amount of cardio going on fighting and running from your enemies, you are gonna be one sweaty beast. Those types of minor injuries can keep you from moving fast and leave you open to infection if they burst. So what about a comfy option, like the Topo Athletic Travel Venture 2WP hiking boot? It's super breathable and has a ton of cushioning. Well, unfortunately, according to one reviewer, with extended use, the shoe will start to fall apart. And listen, I'm not trying to get a hold of customer service during the apocalypse, so we need something a little more durable. But while I sort out our feet, let's look at the other issue on our list, diet. If you remember way back to season 1, there was one other secret killer we need to keep in mind, your food. Pancakes, pasta, avocado toast, anything made with flour has the potential to infect you. Even now, we see characters avoiding it in their everyday diet. So if you want to stay healthy in a cordyceps-infested world, stick to something convenient that can fit in your already crowded backpack. Like AG1, our partner for today's episode. Listen, in a world where getting your daily nutrition is hard to come by, or just, expensive, AG1 is a great addition to your normal diet. It's made of high-quality ingredients that support your body, brain, and gut health, aka you, which, when you need to make sure you're always in tip-top shape to run away from a horde of clickers, can mean the difference between living another day or becoming a snack. But hey, if you do get bit, rest assured knowing that AG1's unique blend of superfoods, multivitamins, and probiotics will keep you regular and not turn you into a bloater. Theorists, the bloat is no joke, and this guy is constipated. But there's also a bonus. You see, AG1 comes apocalypse ready when you scan the QR code on screen or click our link in the description. If you sign up with our link today, you'll not only get AG1 for less than $3 a day with your subscription, but you'll be getting $76 worth of extras, including a bottle, scoop, and canister that are perfect for your survival kit. Or, your kitchen. You do you. So go to drinkag1.com/thestyletheorists or scan the QR code on screen now to get started. Okay, back to our
Thank you so much for supporting the Style Theorists in this video. Thank you. Thank you so much.
We need to survive the house-down boots. Which boots should we be stepping into? After searching through hundreds of different hiking boot options, the one shoe that was touted as the best of the best by hiking enthusiasts was the Salomon X Ultra 4 Mid Gore-Tex hiking boots. Say that 5 times fast. If you saw our Fallout Vault suit episode...
Challenge accepted. Where is it?
The one shoe that was touted as the best of the best...
Best of the best, B.O.B.
by hiking enthusiasts was the Salomon X Ultra 4 Mid Gore-Tex hiking boots. Say that 5 times fast.
Yep, I'll be saying it 5 times fast. Where is it?
Ultra 4 Mid Gore-Tex hiking.
Alright, Salomon X Ultra 4 Mid. Sorry, one more time. Salomon X Ultra 4 Mid Gore-Tex hiking boots. 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 5 times! There you go.
Hiking boots. Say that 5 times fast. If
I
you
did!
saw our Fallout Vault suit episode, you'll know that Gore-Tex is more like Goat-Tex when it comes to apocalypse-ready fabrics. These shoes are lightweight, super waterproof, and they're built with what Gore-Tex calls SensiFit technology that's meant to keep your foot secure on any surface without being too tight, which is perfect for our fit. Just look at them. These boots were made for running. And that's just what they'll have to do. Theorists, let's lace up these bad boys and prepare to try and build the rest of our outfit on the run. Let's go!
I really like it that Amy actually created this imaginary fictional situation in which, why are we doing this particular episodes? Well, these imaginary situations, I have to run fast.
Whew. Alright, now that we've escaped one threat, let's try and avoid another. Throughout the show and the game, there is one thing that never fails to ruin the party. Water. You got your rain, your snow, your questionable areas of stagnant water, and let's not forget about the ocean. No matter where you are in The Last of Us, things are gonna get a little wet. And so we need to find a way to keep ourselves as dry as possible. Now, those shoes we just got are already starting us off on the right foot, because they're waterproof. So let's see if we can do the same for our inner and outer wear. Starting with something a little personal. When it comes to survival, we don't want to neglect the underwear. The last thing you need to worry about when roughing it in The Last of Us is a rash or a fungal infection. And I'm not just talking about the cordyceps. Swampy bottoms can turn deadly when you don't have easy access to laundry facilities and detergents. These conditions are not only a breeding ground for bacteria, but also the fungi that causes things like athlete's foot. Which reminds me, let's add socks to our innerwear as well. So when you're roughing it in the realest of ways, the best way to avoid getting a skin rash or infection is to choose materials that are breathable and moisture wicking, which means we're gonna have to leave the Hanes and the Fruit of the Looms behind. They are typically made of cotton, and pure cotton is not gonna hold up under these extreme conditions. It would absorb all that sweat and likely lead to the second worst infection that you could possibly have in this universe. Instead, we need to focus on either synthetic fibers like polyester or natural materials like merino wool. These fibers quickly allow sweat to move through the material and evaporate out to the top layer, keeping both your skin and clothes from accumulating all that moisture and keeping you from getting hella stinky. Merino wool also has another neat trick. Its unique structure means it can help you regulate your body temperature, keeping you cool in warm weather and warm when it's cold. For socks, we're gonna turn to the world of athletes for the answer. Here at Style Theory HQ, when it comes to survival, we swear by running socks like these to keep our feet fresh. They are going to keep your feet fresh and dry. And since they'll be hidden inside our boots, the bright colors shouldn't be a problem. For the undies, we'll want to keep them breathable but long to give an extra layer of protection and to help with any chafing brought on by all that running. Many companies make boxer briefs in breathable, durable materials that also cover the thighs to prevent any unwanted friction. Ex Officio's sports mesh boxers, Smart Wool's merino wool boxer briefs, and Baller Black's boxer briefs are all great options. And for those of us who might need a little more support, a sports bra like this is a must. Listen, underwires have no place in the zombie apocalypse, period, unless you're using that wire to pick a lock. Now for our outerwear. When it comes to
Fair survival. Yeah.
serving survival chic, The Last of Us has no shortage of outfit inspiration. In fact, the show's costume designer Cynthia Ann Summers not only meticulously recreated these easy recognizable looks from the games, but told us in interviews exactly where we can source these pieces. But while they're game accurate, are they good for survival? Let's start with the pants. Both Ellie and Joel are fans of the standard denim jean, which seems like a great choice, at least on the surface. Denim is extremely durable. They're working pants for a reason, after all. They can handle the wear and tear that comes with roughing it. However, they do have one fatal flaw. By nature, jeans are not waterproof. And as we saw in Season 1, sometimes the characters have to find their way through some big bodies of water. All that water will not only massively weigh down your jeans, but more water means a higher chance at developing those unfortunate rashes we talked about earlier. Instead, we need to find pants that are just as durable as denim, while also being breathable, waterproof, and say it with me, theorists, it should have pockets! Yes, I am still on my pro pocket soapbox. I will not be quiet about the pockets. I scout.
Yep, the pockets theory. It was one of the few early theories of the style theory. Yeah.
The internet for something to fit the bill. And in my search, I stumbled upon a company called 511 Tactical. I love online shopping. It is my superpower. They make a ton of tactical gear that is actually used in IRL dangerous situations. And the XPRT tactical pant seems like our best bet. They're made of a special blend of cotton and rip-proof tactical nylon. And they come with not one, not two, but 16 pockets. Catch me, theorists. I'm swooning. On top of that, these pants
Let's
come with built-in knee
go!
pads that will make getting into those hard-to-reach hiding places easier on Joel's old man knees. No shade, knees are a weak spot for even the strongest person when you're pushing 60. We'll just need to make sure we get them in our perfect camo colors. There is one issue though. While these pants are water resistant, which is more than we can say for denim, they may need a little help to hit the bar for a best survival pant. Thankfully, 511 was already way ahead of us on that. Introducing the XPRT waterproof pant, which scores super high on tests of both waterproofing and breathability. And they are meant to be worn over the tactical pants. Score! We love a parka for your pants. This will give us all of those tactical benefits and keep our items nice and dry. Now on to our
double protection. Double protection. My English.
tops. If you've been watching the episode up to now, I don't think you need me to tell you that cotton t-shirts and sweatshirts, no matter how comfortable they may be, are not the best for our survival. Sorry, Ellie, your collection of basic tees is going to have to sit this one out. And Abby, those muscle tees are not it. Respect the gains though. Instead, we're gonna switch them out for the 175
So yeah, both of the main characters in The Last of Us 2, no, sorry.
everyday short sleeve crew thermal top from Icebreaker, which is made of that amazing merino wool we talked about earlier. You know, the one that helps you regulate your body temperature, keeps you dry by being moisture wicking, and will keep you from being stinky. Ding, ding, ding. For our next layer, we're gonna take a look at the iconic flannel. Honestly, flannel isn't a terrible shirt to wear in this sort of apocalyptic scenario. It's versatile, breathable, durable, and thanks to the costume designer, we know that Pedro Pascal wore a flannel from the Swedish brand Fjällräven? Fjällräven. I'm so sorry. I apologize to all of our Swedish viewers out there. I tried.
Fjällräven.
But flannel
Thank you.
isn't perfect because it's not waterproof or water resistant, meaning that, like our pants, it needs more protection. And thankfully for this, the showrunners cooked. Let's be honest, nothing is more synonymous with the fashion stylings of Joel Miller than his canvas jacket. The creators of the show ended up picking this very specific flannel-lined wax trucker jacket from the folks over at Huckleberry. Now, this jacket is awesome. It's weather resistant and made from a wax sailcloth that means even the most troublesome drop of water will not be getting in. And as a bonus, it fits the color scheme. Now, our outfit is nearly perfect. There's just one other threat that we need to account for. Right on cue. I guess I'm gonna be putting this durability to the test. There is arguably no threat more, well, threatening in The Last of Us than the infected. And keeping yourself infection free is no easy task. So why not let your clothes take some of the responsibility off your shoulders? Now, in the games, the infection is spread in two ways: spores and being bitten. So you can solve a lot of the infection issues with a simple gas mask. However, the bite, which is the main source of spreading the infection in the show, is harder to prevent. You need to be protecting as much skin as you possibly can. And not to toot our own horn, our outfit is doing a pretty good job of that already. Multiple
So expose as little skin as possible.
layers makes it harder for infected to bite through and reach your delicate, vulnerable skin. However, looking at our fit, I'm still seeing a lot of skin peeking through. The hands, arms, legs, and neck are common infection points we see in both the show and the games. Now, if we were only dealing with a newly infected runner or even a stalker, then maybe our canvas and tactical gear would be enough on their own. The later stages, however, are known for having enhanced strength, and enhanced strength likely means a stronger bite. So we're gonna err on the side of better safe than sorry and give ourselves the best shot at surviving an infected encounter. When I think of bite-proof outfits, my mind tends to go to those full-body suits made for dog training. But I don't think these are gonna give us that mobility that we need to fend off a clicker and get away. So let's turn our sights on a different profession. Hospital workers, truly the most overlooked heroes. They are experts at keeping away infection and dealing with the unexpected. You see, depending on their specialty, it's not all scrubs. Case in point, Bite Pro clothing, which makes bite-resistant clothing for medical workers that covers your arms, legs, hands, and even your neck. Their options are light, breathable, flexible, and meant to be comfortable to wear for hours on a long day at work. While likely not strong enough on their own, under our already sturdy outfit, these will provide that final level of security that we've been looking for. But it does require us to make one huge sacrifice. Our flannel. I know. How could I? Theorists, too many layers will make us too warm and hurt our mobility. We have to do this. Plus, we already have a flannel lining in our jacket. Take a deep breath. It will be okay. Now say your final farewells to the flannel and say hello to the Bite Pro bite-resistant turtleneck jacket. The high neck and hand covers will do the work that our flannel couldn't. And we'll pair it with the matching long johns to go under our pants. And finally, to add that final level of worst-case scenario protection, we will top off our functional fit with a cut-proof, bite-proof, scratch-proof, and water-resistant balaclava from Blade Runner. Is this excessive? Yes. Are we protected? Also yes. So it's finally time to answer
Because case in point, this is about survival under in an apocalypse.
you wear to survive the Last of Us apocalypse? Theorists meet our Style Theory approved survival fit. It's strong, sturdy, waterproof, bite-proof, and leaves next to nothing exposed. And keeping all of our outer layers in that specialty camo color means that we are gonna be hard to see. So whether a fungal zombie apocalypse breaks out in real life or just in your imagination, you'll be able to outlast the rest of us. But hey, that's just a theory. A style theory. Keep looking sharp. Next time on Style Theory. Fallout's iconic vault suit may be cute, but it will also get you killed. But don't worry, because by the end of today's episode, you will have a step-by-step guide on what to wear to survive the fallout in style.
Well, thank you so much. But hey, that's just a theory. A style theory! Keep looking sharp. Thank you. Truly, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Amy from the Style Theory, and everyone involved in this video. Thank you all so much. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe. Thank you.